Boom, boom, boom. Hey guys, Mr. J here. Welcome to another Frostborn video. Today's video will be cleaning the exterior of the MANOR location. So everything outside when it comes on to the broken rubble, the grass and stuff, we're going to clean it into this video. So first thing that you need here to clean the exterior is Construction Pickaxe. So the amount that you do need is 27, which is quite expensive for free-to-play players. It will take a while to go ahead and acquire all of these Construction Pickaxe, but there's different ways you can get Construction Pickaxe. For example, you can get Construction Pickaxe throughout the season. So some seasons provide Construction Pickaxe. For example, season 32, you can see provides 3 right here for free-to-play players, and if you continue down this section here, you can currently see that you don't get any more from the season here, but sometimes it reoccurs in other seasons. So going forward, just look forward for Construction Pickaxe, and also you might get crates as well that has resources to make Construction Pickaxe. You heard that right. Yes, you can make Construction Pickaxe. So there's different ways to make these Construction Pickaxe or obtain these Construction Pickaxe. For example, another way to get Construction Pickaxe is by the trader here. So you can use the silver seasonal coin as free-to-play players. Save all the silver seasonal coin that you acquire from the main season and the side quest. Use all those silver seasonal coin and you purchase the MANOR pickaxe in the traders section here, right? You can also go ahead and get resources from the packs. I'm going to touch on the packs in a moment here so that you can use those to craft the Construction Pickaxe. So in regards to making Construction Pickaxe here, the first ingredient that you do need is steel pickaxe, right? So to make steel pickaxe here, click on it, you see the ingredient. So you do need 4 of the Elven tools. You can farm the Alfar's camp. Preferably, I would say to use these here to farm the Alfar's camp, which is the pickaxe and hatchets that do 1 hits. So once you've farmed that zone, which you gotta chop the trees to get the chests from that zone, loot that zone as well to then be able to get these Elven tools. And you can also make right here the steel plate, right? So you also need that right here to make steel plates. You can go to this workbench right here and you can see right here that you can make these steel plates with this right here. But first thing you need in regards to making steel plates is steel ingots. So the way to make steel ingots right over this section here in the advanced smelter, so you can make it with the copper ingot. You can also go ahead and farm the tin ingot. You can get tin ingot from the Odin's location. You can make this iron ingot as well in the same workbench. I'm going to show you guys that. You can make coal by right this section here. So you place the wood or any type of wood. You can see right here. Place wood or pine planks as well, and then you make coal in the section here. You can see we currently have 20 coals. So you use that to then be able to make, because you also need that as fuel as well. It's the best resource to use as fuel to make the steel ingots. You gotta use the basic smelter and you can make iron bars right here with this iron ore. You can get those iron ore from the Northern Zone location. Alright, so on to the next item here, right? So you can also get these blacksmith hammers from the Northern Zone location by killing mobs. Sometimes it's within mobs of the body. You can also get it from the chest in the Northern Zone location as well. The way to get Arc Halcom, of course, is to go to this location, which is Rift right here. So once Rift is open, you can enter with family, or you can enter the clan zone as well and farm Orc Halcom that way. Another way to obtain Orc Halcom is quite simple and quite easy. So if you go to the Great Tree location, you can go all the way down to the store right here. That's within the Great Tree location, which is this invisible person right here. If you click this person, you can currently see that they do sell at this section here these crates, which are the big blacksmith pack. So from this blacksmith pack, you can get Orc Halcom. You can also get iron ingot. You can also get a bunch of different items here that you could use. For example, from this one as well, you do get the iron ingot. You also get the copper ingot as well. So yeah, you do have multiple ways here. You can see as well other resources as well you can get from these chests that are pretty good, that you can use to help assist you in making items and stuff. But there's multiple different ways, right, to get stuff in the game here. For example, if you guys are curious on how to get these chests here, it's quite simple. You just need the base. Let me show you the base here real quick. But before I show you the base, right, you can see these different points, which are different badges here. So the badge of power, the badge of valor, and the badge of honor here. So to get these different badges here, because you can currently see that we need the badge of valor, for example, to get this chest here that will require to get the Arcalcum. To get this badge of valor here, you'd have to open, I think it's this one right here. So once you open the medallion of valor, the trial of valor, once you complete this challenge here, once you kill monsters and stuff, you'll get that point added to you. This one gives you the medallion of the power points, right? So you can use these here to acquire these right here. For example, as I said, the badge of power, I said power points. But if you get these points, right, you can then use it to purchase any of these crates here. And to get, for example, if you want to get this right here, which is the key to open this section here, the medallion of valor, you do need some key ingredients here, right? All right, so once you go to this section here, right, you do need the medallion of decoration, and you need the medallion base, right? So you can get the medallion decoration over this section here. You got to purchase it with the badge of power. Purchase it right here. You can see 100. It's quite simple to get this here. It's really easy as well to get this right here, which is the medallion base. You can get the medallion base from chest, you know, randomly in the green zone, or sometimes the yellow zone as well. Not sure if it's in the red zone, but you know, it's really simple to get it. Once you open chest, you'll have a chance to get that right there. All right, so on to the next resources that you need here, which is the planks, right? The ancient tree plank. You get the ancient tree plank in multiple different ways. For example, you get this ancient tree plank from this zone right here, which is the Alphar's Camp. So you can see that you can get the ancient tree log. That's the first thing that you need, which you need the hatchet to break that ancient log, and then you can bring it back to the base. Once you're in the base, use the workbench, which is this workbench right here, to then craft those ancient tree planks. This workbench right here, the wood workbench here. You can also get those planks as well from packs as well, so that's a good thing to keep in mind. So at this section here, you can see that you can make these ancient tree planks. Alright, so the best way to get sea salt, you can get this from the ship graveyard. By farming ship graveyard, you'll see the salt. They're just casually on the map. All you gotta do is you gotta bring a strong pickaxe to then farm. So this is a strong pickaxe that you'll have to craft to then farm the sea salt. You can also get sea salt from crates as well. You randomly do get it from crates. Alright, so on to the next item here that you need for the construction pickaxe, which is the bucket. So you can get the bucket here by crafting the bucket in the blueprint right here. So the bucket, you can obtain this from having maple, nails, which is copper nails, of course, ropes, and you do need resins. So you can get these maples from the northern zone location, also the red zone. You can also get these maples as well from the secret grove location. Once you have these maples, you can, you know, save those to then make the bucket. You can also get these copper nails by crafting them in this section right here. So you can see copper nails, you can craft it right in the workbench here. You also do need right here the ropes. So you can get these ropes, of course, from mobs, from any zones actually. So you can get it from the Odin's location, you can get it from the, you know, the green zone, yellow zone, red zone. Whatever zone you go, once you kill mobs, you're able to get these ropes that are dropped. Another thing to note as well is that these copper nails, gotta drink some water, bro. Some water. Need some water. But yeah, these copper nails right here, bruh. I need food, not water. Bruh. Alright, so another thing about the copper nails here that you can get these copper nails for free in the hard mode Odins, which is newly placed in the game. So that's a way to get these copper nails for football players to get these copper nails. Of course, the hard mode version is really difficult. So I would say, you know, to go to Northern Zone, farm a bunch of copper, because Northern Zone is really active. persons are mostly just killing mobs and leaving the zone, so you can just use that as a free blood player to farm the northern zone to get a bunch of copper to then make these copper nails. You also could get these right here, which are resins from Odins. You can get from within the forest or rock location of yellow and red difficulty. But mostly though, you can get a bunch of resins and Odins right from the different difficulties. You have Sanctum, the Hall, you have Forge, you have Archives. So a bunch of different ways to get resins. You can also get resins from chop-in trees as well. So that's a pretty good addition to the game. But mostly though, you can get it from all locations. Not to mention, you can get these this item as well, ropes and both resins from farming the tomb location. Either you want to farm it solo or if you want to farm it with family members as well. But the other item here that we do need is the thick fabric. So in regards to the thick fabric here, you can make thick fabric in this location here or this workbench, which is the loam. So once you place this right here, boom, you can currently see thick fabric is produced. Another item that you need here to craft the construction pickaxe is the set of tool. So you can craft these sets of tool in this location here, which is the engineer's table. So with the engineer's table, if you scroll down here, you'll see these sets of tool. I think there's a level, which is, I think it's a level 2 workbench that's required to unlock these sets of tool here. I don't think it's difficult to upgrade as well. It's quite simple to upgrade. Once you upgrade it though, you'll be able to make these sets of tools. So you do need the pliers, which you can get in tomb location, random chest, even in Odin's. It's quite simple to get this here. With the blacksmith hammer, I already told you how to get that, but I'll just repeat. You can get this from the northern zone, and you can also get the chains as well from Odin's. It's quite simple. Never make a chain. Never in your life try to make chains with copper. That's literally a waste of resources here. You never want to use this. You'd never want to make chains. You can get it for free. All right, so the next resource that you need here for these sets of tool is the sturdy pine wood. So with the sturdy pine wood, right, the important thing to have is this charm right here. You can see that we have two. To get the charm, you'd have to go to the Midgard location. So if you enter Midgard location here, go all the way down to the notice board right here. You can scroll all the way down to the lower section. You can see, well, there's a bunch of different charms you can get here, but right with this right here, you can see this charm, which you'll need a strong pickaxe, 3 strong pickaxe, and you'll need 3 strong hatchets as well. And then you can get this right here. So once you place this charm onto you, it's a case that once you go into the zones and once you farm both wood and both stone, then you can get the sturdy pine wood and you can get the limestone as well. So you're going to need limestone to make lime bricks, but I'll touch on that in another video. All right, so once you have all the ingredients here, then you're able to craft the construction pickaxe. All right, so onto our MANOR here, we can click this right here to enter the MANOR location. And once we're on the MANOR location here, we can then go all the way down here and we can just farm or break these sections here. For example, boom, boom, boom. And you can currently see as well from that we do get the magic pumpkin seed, so that's going to be beneficial here. In a moment I'll show you guys what that can do. But you'd also get wheat as well. You can see we got some oat, I should say. I said wheat. Some oat, man. Another tip as well, for all these construction pickaxe, you can trade and get these construction pickaxe. But keep in mind, you can trade at the clan camp location. So that's the safest way to trade. Another way to trade, you can meet up with a player in zone, but keep in mind that you can get scammed by players. So try to probably join the trade city, or try to find genuine persons you can trade with that you can trust, and you guys can trade and get the construction pickaxe that you need as a free-to-play player. So all the items in game you can get it free to play, of course. Some of them might take a long time to get it. Sometimes you might get those items, as I said before, through season task, but you can mostly get some of the items through trading, so that's really good. But you got to keep in mind, as I said before, trading, you can get scammed, so be very careful. You can get scammed by a family member, you can get scammed by random players, so keep in mind to be caution. Be careful who you trade with, because you can get backstab and stuff. Further ado here, just gonna clean the whole base right here with all the construction pickaxe that we have. We're not going to use all the construction pickaxe because it doesn't require for us to use all the construction pickaxe. There's only a set amount that you do need here. We have cleared the whole entire base or the exterior of the man location here, and then we're going to go ahead and fix these sections as well. I'll make a video on the storage box and all this as well here. I'm giving you a guide and how to, the best way to get these resources, stuff like that, to finish the manor here. This is another way to get construction pickaxe, but it's like the pay to win way, right? You can get a bunch of stuff here to clear the amount location, but it's super expensive. So I'll just say for flipper players to focus on this in the background. So while you're casually farming on a daily basis, you could just equip this, for example, the charm, and just go into the zones, farm the zone as usual, and complete the season tasks and stuff, try to trade and stuff to get these resources. Focus on one thing at a time when it comes down to the man location. I mean, you could get bits by bits here and there, but you could just focus on building one thing at a time. For example, if you really need the muck heap, or if you really need the old plot, or whatever you need, just focus on that until it's done, and then you can continue with another thing here. But I think an important thing to make as well here is this pond right here, because we do a lot of fishing and stuff, so it's really important. But I'm gonna make a video on that as well. But hopefully this video was beneficial here. I appreciate y'all for the continual support, the likes, the share, and hope you have a good one. Hopefully this video was beneficial here. Let me know down in the comment section below. Stay blessed and peace.